Good morning, wet shavers, coffee lovers, and podcast listeners everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeToon.com. It's time for another second cup. So grab a cup of coffee, kick back, relax, put in those earbuds, adjust that speaker volume, and let's talk some wet shaving and a few other things in podcast form. What is Second Cup? Well, Second Cup is a podcast that will give you some additional information that didn't make the Monday morning mailbag deadline. This might be something that is time sensitive. For instance, a sale that could be ending before the next Monday morning mailbag hits the airwaves, or a piece of late-breaking information the viewers have passed along that is equally time sensitive, or something else regarding the wet shaving world that needs to be broadcast in a timely fashion. And we'll also have some time to chit-chat and discuss some other things like coffee, movies, television shows that are streaming online, books, that sort of thing. So thanks for tuning in to Second Cup. And I hope you subscribe to the podcast, where you can also find episodes of the Monday Morning Mailbag in podcast form. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. We'll get the show underway in just a moment. Thanks for joining me. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the August 3rd, 2026 episode of Second Cup. We're kicking off summer's last hurrah here in August. That's usually what happens. We got that great August summer weather rolling in, the dog days of August, dog days of summer, and before you know it, the autumn weather will be rolling in. And the shadows will start getting longer and the nights will get cooler more consistently. And I got to tell you, ever since probably after the 4th of July here in Northeast Ohio, it got cooler. The nights have been very, very cool and great sleeping weather. Anywhere from middle to upper 50s to middle to upper 60s every night consistently. And it hasn't been overly hot. Now, I know a lot of you folks down there in the Southwest and throughout some other areas of the United States, I think all the way up into Colorado, you've got this heat dome over you right now, and very, very hot in those areas. But here in Northeast Ohio, it's been kind of the opposite. As a matter of fact, on Saturday, which was yesterday because I'm recording this on Sunday morning, they kept saying rain, 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 thunderstorms, thunderstorms, thunderstorms. And it was gray and overcast, and I was thinking, I can't go for an evening walk because I'm going to get caught in the rain. By the way, that that happened to me last week when they said no rain. I went out and I got caught in a downpour. It wasn't a thunderstorm, but it was a lot of rain, and it was really a cool rain, as a matter of fact. And I kind of had to wait for a break in the action and make my way back through the rain. And I started back just as it was slowing down. And by the time I got home, it had stopped. So it wasn't too bad. And I was using the method that I learned this in history class in 9th grade, as a matter of fact, in my history class with Mr. Boyarsky. Yeah, 9th grade. The Greek soldiers, the troops, would cover a great distance by walking 50 paces and then jogging 50 paces. So they would walk 50, jog 50, walk 50, jog 50, something like that. Maybe it was walk 100, jog 100, that sort of thing. But they could cover a great distance in a short amount of time. And then by the time they were in front of their enemy, they were still fresh and ready to fight. And they were able to cover this huge distance in record time. And I remembered that. So as I made my way back through the rain, I'm counting 50 jogs, then 50 walking paces, then 50 jog paces, then 50 walking paces. And then the rain stopped. I thought, well, okay, I'll just walk. But if you ever want to cover a great distance in a short amount of time and still feel fresh, give that method a try. I've always remembered that. And it came in handy many, many times. And it came in handy this last week when I was out for an evening walk and got caught in the rain. So that's why I didn't do an evening walk outside yesterday. I used my treadmill. And no rain at all. They were saying 55% chance of rain, and I asked my Amazon Echo, and the answer came back, oh yeah, a lot of rain, thunderstorms coming. Oh yeah, and nothing. And I think late at night, probably after midnight, or maybe it was, you know what, I don't know, but I heard it because my windows were open. We had a downpour for maybe 3 minutes, and that was it. And they're saying, at the time I'm recording this, there's going to be a lot of rain. And the skies are gray and overcast, and I'm looking outside the window, and I can see neighbors and other members of the development here just out walking around, having a really nice stroll, and not a drop in the sky yet. So yeah, it's kind of that. It's that kind of summer right now where you think we're going to get some rain and it just doesn't develop. Now, I know you folks under the heat dome are really, really wanting some rain and a cool down. And here's hoping that you get that very, very soon, because we've had heat domes up here in Northeast Ohio, and I know they are not fun. As a matter of fact, we had some really hot weather. I mean, 95-degree weather prior to 4th of July and on 4th of July. Very, very warm weather, very hot weather. And then we went into a cool down. So hopefully a cool down is coming your way. And speaking of hot and cool and that sort of thing, I'm enjoying a cup of coffee this morning. Of course, we've got the Kirkland Summit Roast out of my Keurig machine again this morning. Hang on, let me get a sip here. That's terrific. And we're using my Cleveland Browns football coffee mug that was given to the channel very generously by viewer James Gazda, Jim from Northfield. Jim, thank you again very, very much. And we're using it because, when August rolls around, football training camps open up and everyone's getting ready. The pros and the college players are all getting ready for that upcoming football season. And that's what we're excited about this time of year when August rolls around. So August kind of rolls in and it marks the beginning of the end of summer, and we're moving into the autumn season. We got football training camps taking place. Everyone's getting ready for the football season, which rolls around probably end of August for college, I think. End of August, beginning of September, they start playing those games. And I think the pros start doing their preseason games here, and I don't know exactly when. I would imagine in another week or so, couple of weeks, and it's football season again. So hopefully we'll have some cool downs for everyone under that heat dome, and we'll have a little bit of rain here so that we know that the rain is moved into the area and has moved out, and we can get on with some nice summer weather for August, that sort of thing. So I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Great to be with you. We're going to go through some notes and find out what's going on. Some late-breaking information that didn't make the Monday morning mailbag. So great to be with you. Again, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope the weather is agreeable where you're at. So let's pay a few bills and we'll get the show underway in just a moment. Well, we received this from Phoenix Shaving, and the subject heading reads, "We threw open the vault. This is Planet Phoenix, a shave new world." Yeah, a scent so rare, it spent years existing more as folklore than product. If you've been around Phoenix long enough, you've heard the stories. Planet Phoenix wasn't something you could simply add to your cart. It came tucked away with our indestructible travel scuttle like some secret bonus level that only a handful of wet shavers ever managed to stumble upon and unlock. But before long, and as always, the emails started rolling in. Please make this a full release. Then the bargaining began. I'll trade you a Gillette toggle. Silence. Fine. A toggle and a Star Camp Brothers in the original box. Still nothing. Okay, the razors, a life-size cardboard cutout of King C. Gillette, and this curious black cube. Sorry, brother, hard pass. I wish I were exaggerating. Planet Phoenix inspired the kind of conversations usually reserved for lost pirate treasure. It generated private messages, back-channel deals, and more than one accusation that I was secretly hoarding it for members of the Illuminati. Me? Really? It's like people don't even know me. So what makes this scent worth all the fuss? Planet Phoenix joins Meta Nectar and ESP as one of our true audars, inspired by one of the oldest perfume traditions on Earth. If you're expecting a bouquet of flowers, think again. This isn't a stroll through a botanical garden. It's the smell track to an abandoned space station drifting beyond the edge of the known galaxy. For real, smells just like one. Sweet neroli opens the hatch alongside bright bergamot and mandarin before giving way to creamy frangipani. Then the deeper notes begin to emerge. Rich labdanum and dark oud pull everything into a warm, mysterious orbit that feels woody, musky, and quietly hypnotic. After years of requests, negotiations, and what can only be described as emotional blackmail, we finally gave in. Planet Phoenix returns as a complete full-size collection. Soap, Splash, Star Jelly, CK6, EDP, etc. The whole crew has landed. See you on the surface, cadets. Yeah, and that's from Phoenix Shaving. Planet Phoenix. And you know what? Right here, I have that wonderful scuttle, the travel scuttle, the indestructible travel scuttle. You can hear that right there because those are the little containers of shaving soap that I have in there, along with a poker chip that I use as a scoop when I'm traveling. I've put that right there. And I've got, of course, the plug right here. I don't know if you can see that. That's the plug for the scuttle. I'm going to set that over there. But yeah, here it is right here. That's Planet Phoenix. And I also have a little container of CAD, Phoenix Shaving CAD. But Planet Phoenix is what we're talking about here. Let me open it up. And oh yeah, the scent is still there. Very nice. But this is something that I was always looking for myself online on their website, and I couldn't find it. It was, this went out with the travel scuttle, and that's the only way you could get it, from what I understand. And, well, we're probably going to have to order a brand new tub because I've got this container here labeled Planet Phoenix, and I can just scoop out some fresh stuff and put it in there. But yeah. Oh, that's a marvelous scent. That really is. And I need to put some fresh stuff in there. I mean, it still works, but yeah, get the new scented stuff. The stuff but you know what? I'm just moving it around with my finger. Boy, this scent is it's prominent now. It's really, really coming through. Oh my gosh. Wow, maybe maybe not. But still, it's nice to know that it's available online as a complete set. And I'm very tempted, to be honest with you. That's fantastic. So check it out from Phoenix Shaving, Planet Phoenix. If you've never gotten the indestructible travel scuttle, and we're always curious about Planet Phoenix, well, now you don't have to wonder anymore. You can get Planet Phoenix as a standalone shave soap, aftershave splash, EDP, that sort of thing. And you can put it in your shave den. Or, hey, get the indestructible shave scuttle and order Planet Phoenix. And then you'll have both. How about that? Absolutely fantastic. Well, again, this inspires me to use my travel scuttle and to have another shave with, oh, that's marvelous, Planet Phoenix from Phoenix Shaving. It dropped this past weekend. It's back. Planet Phoenix from Phoenix Shaving. Give it a look. We received this from Hendrix Classics Company. Something exceptional has just launched. The Golden Pour. Yeah, Golden Pour. Introducing the Golden Pour, our newest artisan grooming collection, crafted for those who appreciate rich fragrance, timeless style, and an unforgettable shave. Inspired by Killian's Angel's Share on the Rocks, this sophisticated scent blends warm spices, smooth woods, sweet citrus into a fragrance that's both luxurious and effortlessly wearable. The complete collection includes shave soap, aftershave splash, shave stick, and EDP. Whether you're discovering the scent for the first time or adding another masterpiece to your collection, this is one release you won't want to miss. My goodness, this is really terrific. Wow. The Golden Pour from Hendrix Classics and Company. Surf over to hendrixclassics.com and search for The Golden Pour, and the entire collection will come right up. My goodness, it looks marvelous, and the artwork on the label is really, really very, very fitting. It sounds like a marvelous scent. Perfect for the end of summer as we stroll into the autumn season. The Golden Pour from Hendrix Classics and Company. Give it a look. We also received this update from Hendrix Classics and Company. Same great fragrance, new name. If Barber's Invasion was one of your favorites, you'll be happy to know it isn't going anywhere. The fragrance itself hasn't changed. It's the exact same scent that debuted during our collaboration with Shave Masters. The only difference is the name and packaging. As our collaboration came to a close, we knew this fragrance deserved a permanent place in the Hendrix Classics and Company lineup. After searching for years for a barbershop fragrance that truly met our standards, we finally found it. Now, we're proud to introduce it as Barbershop, our official signature barbershop fragrance, available in our full collection. We'd also like to thank Shave Masters for the opportunity to create and share this exceptional fragrance with the wet shaving community. So there you go, folks. If you loved Barber's Invasion, it's still available at Hendrix Classics and Company. They're calling it Barbershop. Give it a look. Have you ever wanted to try a OneBlade razor and thought maybe the pricing was a little too high, a little too out of reach for you? Well, OneBlade sent this along, introducing OneBlade Certified Refurbished. Our razors are built to last a lifetime. Surgical grade steel engineered to aerospace tolerances. Over $1 million to develop a razor that never needs replacing, which is why when a OneBlade comes back to us, we don't scrap it. Some were gifts that sat in a drawer, never used. Some were shaved with a handful of times by a man who decided single blade wasn't for him. Some came back from Element owners upgrading to a Genesis. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, the razor goes through a 10-point inspection with our team, checked, cleaned, polished, performance tested, and graded. Grade A is nearly flawless, indistinguishable from new. Grade B is a light scratch or two, identical shave quality. Grade C, we don't resell. For the first time, our certified refurbished OneBlades are available to buy at steep discounts. The collection features early production runs, limited editions, rare gold, gunmetal, and rose gold editions, and much more. All professionally restored, each listed under its own serial number. One razor, one listing. When it sells, it's gone. Every certified refurbished OneBlade includes 10 feather blades and is backed by our 60-day money-back guarantee and forever warranty. How about that? All you got to do is get over to OneBlade, and their website is www.onebladeshave.com/collections/certified refurbished, and that'll get you right to the refurbished page there. And I'm looking at what they have up there, and they got some nice pricing on some of these OneBlade razors. Here's a certified refurbished silver Genesis. This is normally $300, $175. If you've ever wanted a certified refurbished silver Genesis, or if you've ever wanted a Genesis razor, this one is certified refurbished at $175. That's pretty darn good, because these Genesis razors are really, really wonderful razors. I believe it's Mantic59 who has one of these, and he's reviewed it, and I believe he loves this razor. Don't quote me on that. You might want to check his website out. And again, there's another refurbished silver Genesis here for $175. There's a certified refurbished pink Flamingo Dawn for $85. My gosh, they got some really nice ones here. They've got a certified refurbished Poseidon Blue Element OneBlade razor for $75, or it says from $75. Yeah, so they've got some nice razors up there at some nice price points that are certified refurbished from the folks at OneBlade. Get up to onebladeshave.com. Check out the certified refurbished collection. Give them a look if you're interested in getting a OneBlade razor. Once again, certified refurbished OneBlade razors from the folks at OneBlade. Give it a look. We received this update and announcement from the folks at Soap Commander. If you're a Soap Commander fan, check this out. Recent restocks. 2 of our limited edition splashes have made a comeback. Serenity. This one usually doesn't appear until closer to fall, but we thought we'd get a head start this year and get it into your hands ASAP. And Embark. In light of our recent Embark shaving soap release, we made a few splashes to match. If you have the soap, now's the time to snag the splash. So check that out from the folks at Soap Commander, Serenity, and Embark aftershave splashes. Give them a look. And again, the Serenity doesn't appear until right around fall, until we're closer to fall. But here we are in the beginning of August, and they made it available to you as soon as possible. Love the Soap Commander shave soaps. Really, really wonderful. I'm going to have to get up there and see if they're still using the same size container, because I find that those containers are wonderful for doing face lathers, because you can build a lather right in there because it's got that extra room at the top. I'm going to double check that. Give it a look from the folks at Soap Commander, their aftershave splashes, Serenity and Embark. And here's hoping they still offer their shave soaps in those great containers. From Soap Commander, give them a look. Well, before I get out of here, I'm going to recommend a movie to you. And since we're in the back nine of summer, so to speak, I think this movie fits in very, very well. For this week's back nine of summer recommendation, I'm going with Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World. Russell Crowe gives one of his best performances as Captain Jack Aubrey, a leader navigating danger, duty, and the weight of command. It's rugged, atmospheric, and full of those quiet moments of reflection that feel right for August. If you're looking for something that blends grit and grace, this one's a terrific late summer watch. Again, it has all those great elements, that late summer grit. The film has that seasoned captain pushing through the final stretch kind of energy. It talks about leadership and resolve. Russell Crowe's Captain Aubrey embodies discipline, loyalty, and perseverance. It's got quiet reflection between storms. There's this friendship between Aubrey and Maturin that gives the movie a contemplative heartbeat and atmosphere. Lots of great atmosphere. The creaking wood, the wind, the ocean. It feels like August evenings when the air gets a little heavier and the days feel earned. So give it a look. Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World, starring Russell Crowe. And that wraps up another Second Cup. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I sure hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, please share, please subscribe, and pass it along to a fellow wet shaver or friend. My thanks to everyone who commented and contributed to today's show, and I mean this sincerely. Without you, this microphone would be silent. If Second Cup or the Monday Morning Mailbag aren't showing up in your regular podcast feed, please drop me a line at mondaymailbag@gmail.com and we'll try to get it all sorted out. So again, thank you all very much. I look forward to getting together with you again on these podcast airwaves. Until then, enjoy the day, enjoy your shave, and enjoy that second cup.